Mercury. We all think we know it, right? That tiny little planet just zipping around the sun. But what if I told you that what we think we know is barely scratching the surface? Today we're going to peel back the layers on this place and uncover some seriously strange secrets. So let's get into it.
Yep, for pretty much all of us, this is where the story starts and stops. It's the first rock from the sun. You know, it's like question 1 in any space quiz, the classic textbook fact. But here's the thing. That one simple fact, its location, is the key that unlocks some of the most bizarre, just mind-bending secrets in the entire solar system. For example, what if I told you a single day on Mercury is longer than its whole year? Yeah, you heard that right. Want to know how that's even possible?
Okay, so our investigation starts with the one thing Mercury is famous for. Its speed. Seriously, this is a planet that absolutely lives life in the fast lane. And as you're about to see, that incredible speed changes, well, pretty much everything.
So just how fast are we talking? Well, think about this. 1 year on Mercury, a full trip around the sun, takes just 88 Earth days. That's it. To put that in perspective, while we're just getting through one season, Mercury's already had a whole new year. It's wild. That crazy fast trip makes it the speed champion of our solar system. No contest. But that speed, it's more than just a fun fact. It's our very first clue that everything on this planet operates on a completely different and way more extreme level. All right, let's grab the next piece of this puzzle, because this is where things get even weirder. We're diving into a world of absolutely shocking extremes. You could literally call it a planet of fire and ice.
Now, common sense would tell you, hey, it's the closest planet to the sun, so it has to be the hottest one in the solar system, right? Makes sense.
Nope, not even close. And the real answer is so much more interesting. During the day, yeah, Mercury's surface is a furnace, sizzling at over 430 degrees Celsius. We're talking hot enough to melt lead. But then, when that sun goes down, the night side plunges into a deep freeze, down to a bone-chilling minus 180 degrees. That's colder than any place on Earth has ever been. I mean, just look at the difference here. That huge bar, that's the temperature swing on Mercury, a whopping 600-degree change. And that tiny little sliver next to it, yeah, that's us. That's Earth. The difference in scale is just, it's staggering.
So, what's the deal? How can that happen? Well, the secret is that Mercury has basically no atmosphere. It's missing that cozy insulating blanket that planets like Earth have to trap and move heat around. So without it, one side just bakes in the sun while the other freezes in the total vacuum of space. Okay, so we've got extreme speed and extreme temperatures. But get ready, because now we've reached the most mind-bending paradox of all. Welcome to the planet of two timelines. A place where one single day is actually longer than an entire year.
So let's just remember this first number. A year on Mercury, one trip around the sun, is a super quick 88 Earth days.
And now for the crazy part. 1 day on Mercury, and by that I mean from one sunrise to the next, takes 176 Earth days. That is literally twice as long as its own year.
Just let that sink in for a second. How on earth is that possible? How can a day be longer than a year? I mean, it just feels wrong, right? Like it shouldn't be allowed to happen.
But it doesn't break any rules, I promise. The answer has a name: tidal locking. Basically, it's what you get when you combine that super fast orbit with a really, really slow rotation on its axis. And that bizarre combination is what creates this time paradox. You could literally watch the sunrise on Mercury, celebrate New Year's, and the sun still wouldn't have set yet.
So even after explaining all that, our little cosmic detective story is far from over. Let's move on to the final clues, the things about Mercury that still have scientists scratching their heads, completely stumped.
And this is the really cool stuff, the things we still don't have answers for. Like, why does it have a gigantic iron core that takes up almost the entire planet? How is there actual water ice hiding in the shadows of its craters when it's so close to the sun? And get this, what is causing the whole planet to shrink and get wrinkly, kind of like an old apple? And look, these aren't just small details. These are huge, fundamental questions about how planets are even made. It just goes to show you our investigation into Mercury is nowhere near finished. This tiny, speedy little world is still holding on to some of the biggest secrets in the solar system. And that's really the amazing thing about all this, isn't it? For every answer we manage to figure out about Mercury, we just uncover more fascinating questions.
It just leaves you wondering, what will this tiny, strange little world teach us next?